Good morning. I'm now joined with registered dietitian Bianca Coates. We're talking about important numbers when it comes to heart health. Good morning to you, Bianca. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Of course. Okay, so I know Danielle kind of touched on it, but let's reiterate all the important numbers if you want to take it away.
Yes, so the first one is blood pressure. 120/80 is the norm. And so when you have high blood pressure in excess, it can start to destroy your arteries, which can lead to heart attack and stroke. So it's important to have a diet high in potassium, which is fruit, vegetable, and beans.
Important to eat that for
Yes.
sure. We can all do better at that.
Correct, yes. So the next one is LDL cholesterol. That should be less than 70. And so why we want to have that is because it can lead to heart attack. Or beans, nuts, and seeds as a protein.
All right.
Yes.
And talking about what's important to eat, important heart numbers, that what you're saying, I know Danielle talked about waist circumference. So
Right.
what's going on with that?
Yes, so less than 35 inches for women and less than 40 inches for men. And so again, that's important because a lot of times that visceral fat around here in this area around our waist can actually release hormones that can have plaque in our arteries. And then the next one, you want to make sure that you have triglycerides less than 150. Okay, again, that can lead to heart attack and stroke. And so we want to make sure that we limit processed meats, that's deli meats, hot dogs, sausage, smoked meats, incorporate more omega-3s, which is salmon, tuna, grilled oysters, walnuts, chia seeds. And then the last one is blood glucose levels. We say blood sugars, blood glucose, same thing. That's going to be less than 100 fasting. And so what happens is when you have uncontrolled diabetes is that it destroys your blood vessels. So you'll notice in your fingers, your wounds are not healing properly. You can have an amputation. It can lead to blindness. And also it can lead to blood clots that lead to stroke and heart attack. So we want to incorporate whole grains. That's important. Whole grain bread, oatmeal, brown rice. So again, overall, we want to make sure we have a balanced diet, limit alcohol, exercise is important to make sure that we have our numbers in range.
Also, you mentioned too, decreasing processed foods, right? That's a big one.
That's a really huge one because there's a lot of sugars and fats that they added into it to make it taste better, but it's not necessarily better for our heart. So that is important that we're eating fresh food instead of packaged food and more water instead of sugary drinks.
Some helpful tips I know that we can all
Yes.
listen to for sure. Bianca, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Again, talking about the important numbers when it comes to heart health. We'll be right back.